How you doing? This is Alexander Carlos with Alexander News Show. What's your long-term goal for the special needs programs of the town?
Well, when I worked with the Special Needs Advisory Board, our goals were simple. We wanted to make sure there was more programs available for children, for the adults, and for the elderly. And I think the best thing that we can do in the council's term is to be able to continue supporting their efforts and finding out where there's holes in our community to make sure we're filling that spot so that they have the assistance they need. One of the things we did, the mayor and several of us went and toured with Goodwill, and while we were down there, they were talking about their adult program and how they help people with special needs get jobs and get the kinds of things that they do. But we don't have a program here to get them to Goodwill. That should be something that's so simple that we can connect with. We have parents with people with special needs that need assistance in learning how to get through the entire system, you know? And we've got places like Card that are in Miami Lakes, and these people don't know who they are. So it's our job as council members and as members of the Special Needs Board to get this information to them, and I want to make sure that we're putting together whatever we need to do to make sure that they're getting the help that they get and that the board continues bringing the great services that they're doing.
Awesome. Mr. John Rogger.
Correct.
Candidate for one of the council seats in the town of Miami Lakes, Florida, in Miami-Dade County. Thank you very much, sir. This is Alexander Carlos. Thank you. Hi, Mr. Hector Abad, candidate for one of the council seats in the town of Miami Lakes, Florida, in Miami-Dade County, USA. I'm Alexander Carlos, Alexander News Show again. What is you're a social worker, right? So how can your background as a social worker have a positive or a negative impact on the residents of the town?
So I believe as a social worker, I've been doing it for 29 years. I've been always working with our students who are most in need, those who are struggling the most. And it's a matter of creating services, creating systems on how to provide for our families, for our kids. And I think that ability alone would allow me to coordinate with the council to create these services for our residents in the town.
Okay. Well, thank you very much, sir. Good debate tonight.
Thank you so much.
This is Alexander Carlos, Alexander News Show. Thank you. Hi, Mr. Bryan Morera. This is Alexander Carlos with Alexander News Show, Iheart Radio. I wanted to ask you basically this one simple question. You served on the blasting board, okay, and you had resigned.
Yep.
How, because you doing that, because you're doing that act, how can the residents of the town of Miami Lakes depend on you? Because you resigned from the blasting board.
I resigned for very honest reasons. I was very upfront with those reasons. At the time that I resigned, my law firm was experiencing unprecedented growth, and it wouldn't have been right for me to continue serving without giving my wholehearted attention to the Blasting Advisory Board. So I made the decision of, listen, I'm not going to deny the BAB of a quorum and not be able to meet. So I'm going to let someone else who can fill that seat and can be present do it. What changed between then and now? You know, I think is the obvious question is I did hire employees that took a lot of things off my plate and returned time back to me. And as soon as that time was returned to me, I put my time where I've always liked to put it, which is in helping the residents of the town of Miami Lakes.
So you believe that if you are elected to a council seat, that the residents of the town can depend on you?
100%.
Okay, this is Alexander Carlos with Alexander News Show, Iheart Radio. Hi, Mr. Nelson Rodriguez. Good debate tonight, sir. I'm Alexander Carlos with Iheart Radio, Alexander News Show. I have a question to ask you. Why do you feel it is necessary to serve on the, if you do get elected on the council, the main reason is because you want to mentor the future council members, young generation, next generation of council members. Why do you feel the need for you to mentor to want to serve on the board if you can just do that now?
Well, number one, I was a council member for 8 years.
Okay.
And in November, technically, we will have 5 new council members. And so we're losing a lot of institutional knowledge. Okay? As an elected official, what I bring to the table is not so much mentoring the council. I mean, not teaching them how to be politicians. I'm mentoring them in the sense of the history of the town. Okay. So, since I've been around since 1998 with the Civic Association, before the town became a town, I have a lot of history, and I'd like to bring that to the base.
Okay. Okay, sir. Well, that's a good response. Thank you very much for appearing on camera.